Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Red Light Special Live Talk Show. I'm your host, Yamina Lejean. What it do? Thank y'all so much for tuning in with your girl. You know, we have lots to talk about. We got the stimulus check. We just had the Grammys. You know, we have some things to talk about, some recaps, some dancing, some ass, some everything. But before I move forward, let me bring in my co-host today, Mr. Ghetto Stiletto, Apollo Sadiq. What's up, boo?
Hey, y'all. Hey, what's going on? Hey, beautiful Yamina Queen. How are you doing, boo?
I'm good. How you doing, love? It's been a
I'm
little bit.
feeling good.
I'm feeling good. You got good.
Yeah, yes, I'm wearing the hoodie today. I'm representing Ghetto Stiletto today. I'm wearing the merchandise.
The
So, you
merch.
know what I'm saying? Y'all can go cop y'all some, you know what I'm saying? Ghetto Stiletto at my Shopify.
Ooh.
So,
Oh yeah, we got.
mhm.
What you drinking on?
Oh, bro, this is a little apple juice. Every now and then I got a craving for apple.
You know, I'm
It's
not an
interesting.
apple juice person, but sometimes I have a craving for apple
You
juice.
know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, right? It's like you want that refreshing apple, like whatever it takes.
Right. When I was a
I've
kid,
been feeling like a little kid drinking some damn apple juice. I've been feeling like a child.
yeah, I like apple juice when I was a kid. I don't know because they was always giving us some damn apple juice. But before,
It was orange juice for me. Orange juice. I fuck up some orange juice. Mama was like, you gonna turn into a tree, boy.
well, shout out to our girl Trina Be Real.
Yeah.
She's out here this week. She will be back. She's out there working because she is a working actress. We're all
She's out there working hard.
they're working hard. You know, we
Yeah.
all working mofos. So, you know, that's how it be. Okay. So let's get into it, boo. Because it's Wednesday. That means it's hump day and it's Red Light Special live talk show. I just wrapped up my burlesque workshop with House of Yes. Shout out to House of Yes for always supporting the girl. You know what I mean. And so we are still in March, which is Women's History Month. But let's get on them Grammys, child. Did we watch the Grammys? What was it? The 63rd annual Grammys? The Grammys. Everybody was in quarantine.
Yes, the Grammys.
The Grammys, like the one thing about like this is the first time I've seen like not that many people. I think you froze on me, boo. Oh, there we go.
Am I back?
You
Okay.
back. We back. Like this thing about the Grammys, it's just see like you know people had their mask on. As soon as they called their name, they took their mask off and walked up to the stage. But yeah, I think we hear you.
Yeah, the Grammy. Hold on, it was breaking up a little bit. Say that last part again, boo. It was breaking up a little bit.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was saying for the Grammys, it was interesting to watch everybody wearing a mask and then have to take it off as soon as their name is called for winning an award. So everybody got a mask on. As soon as they say their name, they I won.
And it was also interesting because there wasn't a big audience. So hearing the crowd's applause, it was like, hey. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I know that.
Because a lot of the times, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I was saying because a lot of the times the performances they have stars in the audience, but a lot of the people are not everyday people, but people that are in the industry that aren't necessarily stars. You know what I'm saying? Background, you got a lot of seat fillers. So you got people that are really excited to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like the whole applause, it's like, yay. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's like dancing is like presenting your work in the room full of choreographers. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, literally. That's exactly what it was giving. That's exactly what it was giving. It was giving carnival dress rehearsal.
Carnival dress. That sure is. You know, it's interesting because I could tell in the artist's performance the fact that they wasn't getting that feedback that they're used to getting.
That they weren't. You didn't see that performance moment where it was like, bam, like yeah,
right. And
they didn't have that energy to really feed off of that.
Yes, and we're performers, and like I remember coming up in the game, they always say, you're performing for your audience. I believe in both. I believe you're performing for yourself and your audience. You know what I mean? Because if, like, in a situation like that, when you are counting on your audience to give you life, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
really,
and build that energy and hype you up. Yeah.
right? Because there's this thing called a performance artist, but people don't really talk about it. They say performing arts, but performance is an art within itself. So when you are a performance artist, it doesn't matter like
Mm-hmm.
if the crowd is cheering or whatever, you can still keep that same energy because you're feeling it within yourself. You know what I mean? Just like us doing
Yeah.
commercial. The camera doesn't scream back to us, but we still got to be up in the camera giving all this energy, just like we dancing in front of thousands of people. But I do like
Exactly.
dancing in front of a lot of people because that does that live show with the live band being on stage, thousands of people screaming.
Yeah.
That is that is the life.
It's definitely the screams for me that get. I'll be like, yes. So it definitely that all that energy combined in one space gives you this whole different type of sense. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I totally feel you. It's a very different. Like you said, you could feel the difference with the energy of the performance.
Yes.
But overall, I would still say they were still good though. I still enjoyed it.
I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed that people really were trying to still entertain. That's the thing about this quarantine. It's like it has affected everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody rich,
Everybody.
poor, whatever. It has affected everybody. So I feel a lot of people are like, let me get into this work. I want to put something out into the world, so I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? That's what I got from them.
Yes.
And we need good music because music is healing. So who was your favorite performer? I think you break it up, oh baby.
I would say my favorite performer. Let me see. Let me think. Goodness, I was going to say Doja. Doja Cat was one of my. I say she's one of my top favorites. Um, the baby's performance was actually really good. I love Lil Baby's performance. Also, Billie Eilish loves her performance as well. I think those are my top two.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Doja and possibly I would say the baby are my top two.
Okay. Yeah, I like. You know what? I was actually surprised. Oh, shout out to Jason. What's up, boo boo? He said, "Do your thing, yo. What's good? What's good? Thank you." Yeah. Shoot, I just missed what I was saying. Oh, the Doja Cat. Doja Cat. Doja Cat was giving me Rhythm Nation. That's what she was giving me. Rhythm Nation, 2021 with some extra clickly clack. I thought her performance was really good. I really like that. Megan, Megan Thee Stallion. Shout out to Megan, winning 3 Grammys. She brought the whole Cotton Club vibe. I like that. They honored the Nicholas brothers. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know who the Nicholas brothers are, look it up. If you Black, you should know who they are. And then you saw that she did a Get Me Body. They did a Get Me Body, a move from Get Me Body in her performance. Did you see that?
Oh, because they were trying to give that old classic 1930s, 40s type vibe. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Before they
I love her performance. Actually, I would have to honestly, I would see that was hard. So I'll have to do a top 3. So it will be between Doja, the baby, and Megan Thee Stallion. Her solo performance.
Yeah.
I should say. Because because it's the one thing, Megan's gonna perform down. She's gonna perform down. But I felt her go harder though. And I know it was because of that audience, like we're saying, that audience vibe, that element that's added to it. But clean, perfected performance always.
Right.
That's something I loved about her live. And that's the thing too. I appreciate all the artists that were actually for real live. Doja Cat was performing live.
Yeah.
Like her voice, not even a backtrack. Like the only thing that was like that track was the choruses.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, you could differentiate between her actual voice, her breath control, just everything about Doja. Like, I was just like, man, and her voice isn't like, she's not like a super powerhouse vocalist. You know what I'm saying? But I still appreciate her range, and I still appreciate like her command, like perspective when she's on stage. I was just, man, like, I can't help but look at her. I can't. So, and I think that's the one thing about her that she's showing us is that how versatile. Mind you, she doesn't perform Say So many fucking times in so many different ways.
Right.
Like, I've literally seen her do Say So in like 6 or 7 different versions of the same song. Like 7 different eras of the same song. You know what I'm saying? So for you to do the same song that many times, and I'm still looking at it like, wow. To me, that's a dope. And every time it's completely different. So yeah, like really ups to Doja Cat for just, and she sings and she raps.
I think Doja Cat.
And you don't hear this bitch breathe on the mic. You don't hear. Like that's what's like. She's a performer. She performs down. So definitely.
Well, I also want to get
versus Cardi B. She was tracking her whole performance. She tracked the whole.
You said Cardi B what?
She was tracking.
Oh, she was tracking.
Actually, she wasn't even tracking. She was just straight lip singing.
Oh yeah.
Just period.
Yeah.
Like not even her voice. Like, I don't even think a microphone was on for her.
No.
Like, it was just like, girl, you just gonna throw this track behind you. We need you to focus all your breathing on these steps. That's what they told Cardi.
Doing
like, bro, we need you to get steps, boo. We need you to get these steps.
And has costume on. Like, Cardi B was dancing. Like, she was like, I want to dance. I want to do what the dancers do. I wanted, and then you saw that part where when Megan came in and she flipped her over. They did that little position. And they flipped over.
Cardi was not ready for that timing because I was like, Megan's gonna come hard, strong, and she's gonna hit the count on time. So Cardi, when she threw her around, she said, "Wet ass." Cardi was like, "Wet ass pussy." She was not ready for that flip over. Like, seriously, she wasn't. Like, it was.
As artists through our ups and downs, but she still did her thing. Cardi still did her thing. But yeah, that flip over and I think she said she had tweeted that her outfit was super heavy. So I feel like that was a lot to give her.
It looked like her outfit. Like, yeah, it was a lot going on. She couldn't really move her body and, curve it and stuff like that. So I definitely give it to her. And I think when it comes to these performances, sometimes for the lack, because her outfit was great, but I wouldn't have known no better if it was some damn styrofoam wrapped around her body. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something that was lightweight. Like, I feel sometimes for a lack of, I don't know, name of stylist or whatever, bitch, you got to put on something like Doja Cat. She was like, give me this cute, simple leather suit. We're going to put this little thing on the side where I put my microphone, keep it nice and light.
Right.
You know nice. So, yeah, like, that's important. That's important. You have to know what works for you as a performer, and you got to know your own. You see, Megan came out there. She was in a straight bodysuit, one piece, easy.
I see the thing. What I loved about Megan is that, like you said, like, even though the crowd, she didn't have that big feedback from the crowd, she still stayed on that performance. Like, well, she used to dance. I know she used to dance. Like, she used to be on the drill team or something like that in high school, from what I understand. But she kicked that leg up and popped it into a split, and that line was was nice. I was like, okay, Megan. How many rappers we've seen do that? I haven't seen too many female rappers do that.
Yeah. Now when I think about it, I'm trying to think.
Like, Megan is that homegirl that was Megan is the homegirl that was on the dance team. You know what I mean? She was tall.
Yeah.
She probably wasn't like, the number one dancer, but she was, on the top there because she's tall. You know what I mean? Usually the
Yeah.
short ones be hitting, you know, like myself, you know, because I'm short and I'm always in the middle. As a tall girl, and
Yeah.
tall girls are in the back, like she dances well as a tall girl. That's what I really love about her performance, that she really like is confident in her body, being a tall girl.
Because she dances for her stature and her body, you wouldn't think that she was tall.
Right.
So I love it about her too. Like she, like, yeah, she ain't no little girl at all.
Nah.
At all. And
Nah.
you could tell that when her and Cardi were next to each other. You was just like, damn, like, you know.
Right. A stallion. She really is a stallion, and she really takes her work seriously. Especially when it comes to the dancing and all of that, she takes that shit seriously. Like, you know, she was a
yeah, she takes her craft very, very, very seriously. And honestly, we've never had a rapper that I can think of that was a female who actually could dance, like for real, like probably go to an audition and book. I'm trying to think of any rappers, females that were dancers.
Not like, no, I haven't seen that. I mean, Little Kim would dance.
Yeah, I'm really trying to
dancer.
Like Trina had that one moment where she, you know, she did that video and she bust that split, but you don't see her like you did. That's saying like actual. I'm talking about full fledged choreography from beginning to end, like split, twerking, like I'm talking about choreo. I'm trying to think. There's never.
I mean, Missy
there's
did
never
her
been.
thing. You know, Missy did her thing, but she wasn't popping it like that.
I don't consider, but see, Missy, I don't even consider her a rapper. She like to me, she is a performance artist altogether. Like she's a lyric. She's like a.
She's in her.
So I don't even consider her. Yeah, Missy would be the only one, but still, Missy not busting those splits on stage or you know twerking or nah, she ain't doing leg extensions, throwing her leg in the air like. Nah.
She hit that count on time. She went 1, 2 and dropped in the split on time. Like that.
On time.
I respect that. Cause that's easy.
Honestly, there's not a lot of artists that are performing up to Megan's like perspective as a performer, rap or singing. If you think about it.
Cardi, like Cardi gives you face. Like Cardi is a performer too. Because she's more of a face and personality. I think Cardi has more of that.
Yes, that's where performance comes in.
You know,
yes.
that thing. Like, you know, I think with Megan is sexy. She has like personality, but is not a. I mean, she has bubbly, but she still give me the rapper face. You get what I'm saying? She still give me the rapper face with the dance. You get what I'm saying? Cardi gives me. I don't give a personality. That's what Cardi gives me. Personality and wild, and she gonna do whatever. So if she wild, I can understand that because that's what I get from her personality. Megan,
like I said, I love that about her performance. Like I say, her performance space. Like I enjoy watching Cardi B perform because of the quirkiness, the like, you know, she got a little stank gentleness to her, but she's still kind of like, you know, cutesy. So yeah.
Right. Well, you know, she's from the Bronx, you know, Dominican, and she's from the Bronx, you know, she hood, she, you know, I get it. I did like that turn with Lil Baby, how he had a Tamika Mallory up in there. I like that he had Killer Mike.
That I thought it was amazing. Yeah. Lil Baby's his performance, like I would say overall, out of all the performances, his was probably I would say the most impactful overall. Because of the message that was behind the entire performance.
Yeah.
So I could definitely get that.
Yeah. And
you said what?
I said I was surprised to see him bring all that. I know he's a young artist, but you know, at the same time, I can't really say I'm surprised because he's young, because we have, you know, young leaders from back in the day, like Fred Hampton, who was 21. You know what I mean? Like, young leaders definitely have something to say. And so I really appreciated that he, you know, took it to a different message. He had the police and the dancers and the whole like situation. You know, I felt the message. The message was there.
Yeah, very strong.
Very strong. And then we got to give it up to our girl Beyonce for making his
Oh
or
yeah.
making her story, I should say.
Her story.
It's still,
Beyonce said, "Bitch, I'll come and perform and take this award, but bitch, She said, "I'll come and take this award, but I'm not performing, bitch." She let them know. She let the Grammys know. She said, "Bitch, I'll sit at the table in the front."
she's like, I am not performing for y'all ass. I'm over here eating cornbread and kicking it with my babies and my husband. I'll be there late with my ace of spades, whatever the champagne is, and I'm gonna collect my award. And Beyonce,
Exactly.
what I'm seeing with Beyonce is we always knew Beyonce was a thick girl. We always knew that. And she even said, like, in her documentaries before, that she struggled with weight and always had to, like, be skinny and all of that. I really like seeing her, like, in her thickness, because she looked, she got a little thickums going on right now. And I'm really...
She got her mama body on. That's what's going on.
She is just like her mama. Like, and I appreciate that she not coming out all extra skinny and all of that. Like, she's really like, this is what it is. She look good.
She's always been a representation for natural Black girl body. You know what I'm saying? Like just the regular, natural, everyday Black girl, hips, you know what I'm saying? Not overly big titties, like Southern girl. That's exactly what she's giving, Southern girl. And that's the thing we talked about the last episode, the last show last week, about natural bodies are coming back to the industry these days, which I love. I feel the eras of like the Nicki Minaj's, the Cardi B's, and those type of body being done, work being done. Think about Doja Cat, thick as fuck, natural.
Yeah,
natural, thick as fuck. Who else coming out? All these other little rap girls, like I don't think Cash Dog. No, I don't think she got her ass done either. Mulatto, there's another natural body girl. You know what I'm saying? These girls is floater thick, baby.
Right. Everybody's getting their teeth done. They getting them veneers.
Oh well, baby, that's always gonna go with the industry, because when you're an artist, and it's interesting as an actor or actress, a lot of times those features is what made you work. You know what I'm saying? Like your gap, or you had a little bit of kind of crooked teeth, or you know what I'm saying, like that. I feel more so in the music industry, because they're more so representing that perfection versus character.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, you got to get this done, you got to get that done, you got to epitome perfection. You know what I'm saying? With like Keisha Cole's getting her gap closed. Now she's saying she's gonna open it back up. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff. Oh yeah. And that's the thing I loved about Keisha Cole is I loved her gap. I'm a gap person. I love gaps. I think that's so cute. And to me, that made her whole perspective that more different than just a normal Black girl out in the industry. It was like, Keisha, it's like, yeah, Keisha with the gap.
Right.
Yeah. So, and I mean, some people, of course, in the industry kind of make it look bad, but it's like, there's nothing wrong with that. That defined her. When I thought of Keisha Cole, I thought of a gap. And when she didn't have it, it was like, who is that? Oh, that's Keisha Cole. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let's celebrate natural bodies, natural face, natural teeth. Like, just, bring that character out and just be who you are, because that's not how the average person looks. And people are tired of trying to, be these bodies that they see on magazines, when all they're doing is getting cut up and they're not even working out or eating right. They just getting cut in liposuction.
And they're not even doing that no more. We don't have to. It's called Photoshop. Who needs to get cut anymore?
Right. Just like who needs to wear a sew-in? Let's put on a wig, a lace front. Who want to wear a sew-in, keep that sew-in for a month, and then...
Isn't that crazy how I feel like the age of sew-ins are going out?
It is going out.
Who would have thought wigs would have came back, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody else would wear a lace front. You know what I mean? I had a cute lace front up in 2009.
Oh, baby, the lace front is way different these days, honey.
Oh yeah, now we got
you can't tell, bitch. Them things literally be concealed. You be like, bitch, you got edges? That ain't your shit. Like, you really gotta. You can't even look twice, but you got to look about 5 or 6 times to really catch it. Like, so yeah, technology has definitely done its thing when it comes to the hair game, for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. So Grammys was what it was. You know what I mean? Grammys, the quarantine Grammys. It's interesting to see what else is gonna happen with the all these award shows. I want to shout out to all the dancers that did their thing and all the choreographers that created and they're doing their thing. So I'm happy to see that for female rappers per se. I'm happy to see that they're actually like for me, Lil Kim was a character, you know what I mean? And I like to see that has been expanded into like a true performance. We didn't have, we had Salt and Pepper and we had Missy, yeah, but they wasn't, it was still a hip hop type of thing. I feel like now they're trying to make it more fashionable, more performance, more glamour, more, add a little Broadway up in there. That's what these female rappers are doing. And then even with the male rappers, they're adding more to their shows. So I'm happy to see that that's happening, and I want to keep that going. You know what I mean? Keep it going.
Now, you know what I want to see coming back from male rappers, not to cut you off. Now, here's one thing about male rappers. The male rappers used to dance back in the day. A lot of them
did.
They'd be up there with full choreo, be like, shit. I was even watching something where they even talking about even Biggie, like when he did performances, like he had cues and counts. All right, on 5, 6, 7, 8, you're gonna walk to the front and 5, 6, 7, 8, and stop. Look at the dancer, boom. Now look at the dancer, now jig to the side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even he had choreo and stuff like that. They don't do that no more. They just get on stage, they got their homeboys up there making noise, looking crazy. They just on stage because they friends. They don't got no real reason to do that. You know what I'm saying? The hype man and shit like that. But I miss those because they were like performances. You know what I'm saying? Like it was performing, and it wasn't so. How would you say? I don't want to say it like that, but as a rapper, it wasn't feminine to be dancing. If that makes sense,
right? Well, I mean, dancing like how dudes be dancing in the South. Like that's all of that dancing came from how when 2 Live Crew and all of them came out back in the day. And
yes,
exactly. And all that. We had MC Hammer from Oakland. Like, this stuff, they was dancing back then. They was pumping their thing, do that.
I mean, I can see them because that's the thing I do like about the baby too, because I sound so country when I say his baby. But the Florida come out when I say his name. But he that's what I'm saying. His performances, he be bringing that performance aspect back too. Like a lot of it's just not just I'm up there with a mic rapping with a bunch of dancers. But like he be having sets, like the whole violinist perspective. That shit threw me over. I was like the whole orchestra, everything that he was doing. I was just like, yeah, like give me a show, even if you is just up there just saying the same words over and over again. Not saying he was, but even if you are, because that's what Cardi did. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up, then it's stuck. If it's up and it's up and it's up, then it's stuck. Up, then it's stuck.
That choreography was different. I was like, okay. They was killing it.
It was interesting. Sean Baker, you look at it and he was like, I love it, but I don't, but I love it, but I don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like a back and forth. Because it was just like that part had me, that side shit took me over.
But it got everybody doing it, so it was definitely effective.
You know what's interesting? That I believe people have come to realize just how important dance is, period, beyond even just music. Everybody's not gonna sing, but able to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody will try to do a little dance or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna find a bunch of people doing, challenges, singing challenges, because bitch, if you can't sing, you ain't gonna put it out there. If you can't really dance, you're okay to throw some shit out there on the net. It's like, well, I'm not a dancer, but I'm just trying. You know what I'm saying? So I like dancers really carried the quarantine through. If it wasn't for dancing, I don't know what a lot of these motherfuckers would have been doing.
See, the only thing is, yeah, you're right about that. But now we have this TikTok thing, so everybody like the work is okay. I think it's good that we have the Instagram and the TikToks and all of that. I just need these dancers to know that it ain't the same from dancing on TikTok to dancing on stage. Like, it's still two different things. You still have to have, there's still a athleticism that goes with it. You know what I mean? So, you know, you don't
Oh
want
yeah,
to be.
because TikTok dances are literally here. This is it. Like you might have a little foot action, but most of it is
That's it. But get them
like
on stage in an audition, they're gonna be in a box. Like, you know what I mean? We're gonna be telling these dancers to work outside of the box even more. Get outside of the box, because this TikTok they got them in the box. But I feel the TikTok because I like seeing dancers who actually are professional dancers using it to their advantage. But at the same time, like when we get clients, now they're asking, can you teach me a TikTok dance? You know what I mean? But it's like you still need to know the technicalities, the fundamentals of how to move, because that's still important.
well, these TikTok dancers are booking. You know what? They TikTok dancers, they're booking the choreography jobs these days.
Right. You can tell.
Yeah, I mean, because you're like, oh, you got 1 million followers on TikTok, so you must know how to choreograph and put a performance on stage in front of 1,000+ people. And it's like, sure, even though I've only been doing this in my room, you know,
Right.
like,
when they get to the audience, they don't even look out. You know what I mean? Everything.
they have TikTok, you know, they have TikTok workshops. Like literally, all you go and you're spending like hundreds of dollars to go to a convention center and be taught by TikTok creators their TikTok dances.
Oh.
These are like conventions. Bitches are paying like hundreds and thousands of dollars, like monsters. But it's literally for TikTok.
Wow, I didn't know that. It really did take it to.
That's what's like, bitch. I'm about to. She's a runner. She's a track star.
Hey, I'll
Bitch, I'm about to do something.
Tick the little TikTok. I don't know. I haven't really got into it like that. I have done a couple TikTok videos, and when I did get a good response. But I produce shows, so I need to.
Here's the thing I've realized about TikTok recently, because I threw a video on there just to throw it on there, but this was a video of one of my classes from Instagram, and I just left it and forgot about it. Then I just happened to go back a week later, just because I never go on TikTok, and it had like 1,000+ views, and I was like, and people was commenting and putting like FYP or something like that, which I guess stands for in TikTok language, like this is a viral possibility video or whatever. But I realized you don't have to make TikTok videos to make TikTok work, because people are watching whatever you put up there.
Right.
So that's what I realized. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, that's what's up. Because I was like, that video got more views on TikTok in less time, in literally a day, than my other video got in 3 days on Instagram. So I was like, oh wow. And I got more comments on the video on TikTok, even though it was literally just an upload, a regular video that I just, you know what I'm saying, from class. So that's how I realized people is watching.
Oh, definitely. And what you can also do is, as a teacher, you can take a popular song on TikTok and just take the song off of what you did in class and put that song over it, and you got a fucking TikTok video.
Yeah. Let me see. It's interesting. I don't know, with classes and teaching and stuff like that, because that's one thing. I feel like TikTok it's gonna have its time. I guess you can say. Like it's gonna have its time because, well, something else is gonna come out. I'm just waiting. Right. Something's gonna come in and it's gonna be like you can dance and sing and maybe, I don't know, do some other shit too. Something's gonna come out. Now, the one thing I do love about TikTok that I think is the most fun thing is the duets that you're allowed to do. So when somebody has a video or doing something and you could actually do it side by side, and I think now that's a fun. I thought that was a fun idea. But now the one thing TikTok is definitely, which is honestly more than dancing, is acting. A lot of people are doing a lot of acting on TikTok. That's the one thing, like all those little skits and all of those funny stuff that people, you know what I'm saying, the challenges, something that they do.
Yeah.
I like seeing that. Oh, and the editing on TikTok. Did you see that video of that girl that literally edited this crazy, the videos where it's like they be like coming in and coming out and switching hats and switching
Oh,
clothes, and it's like the face be here, the face. They're not using editing programming to do that. They're literally doing it. They're doing it like this. They're taking a camera and they're pushing record and they're saying like 2 words. You're a runner. Pause. You a track star. Pause. Glasses. Da 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 da. Pause. Boom. Get far. Boom. Boom. Camera in. Boom. Da da da. Pause it. Camera out. Boom. That's literally how they're editing these crazy, wild, in and out switches videos. Like, I'll send you the video. Like, it was crazy to me. I was like, girl, this would have took me 3 hours to edit, and you literally did it without editing. Right. So, yeah, it was wild. So that's what I'm saying. It's the creativity on another level, and it's allowing people to be their own editors and their own creators. Because a lot of people never really knew how to, never edited anything.
Right.
Ever. Right. So TikTok is giving you like a little tool to kind of helping you out. Even though you might not know certain things, but you know how to do it on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you have the tools right there. So people getting very creative with that. So that's to say, I think it's gave everybody can feel like a star, which I like, in their own way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, in their own way. Because a lot of people, like I say, they're not famous on Instagram. They have no followers on any other channels. But for whatever reason, TikTok, they got a million bitches watching.
So. And then, you know, it's building that independent audience where you don't have to worry about the people on top picking you. You know what I mean? You can really build your own brand. And like I said, like for us we had to be editors. I mean, we're from that era of the YouTubes and all of that. We had the iMovie and Final Cut, putting out videos on YouTube all the time. Like, what was that, 2008, 9, 10? You know what I'm saying? And so now it's this whole game. And we're like...
My first YouTube videos that I ever did was maybe 2005, maybe? 2004, 2005. Actually, no, 2004. It was like 2004. That was my first time ever uploading. It was from a performance on my dance team when I was a freshman in college. And that was my first time starting to utilize YouTube. And girl, when I go back and look at the videos now, the shit grainy as hell. Like, I remember I could think this shit was, I was like, ooh, this shit looks so good. Bitch, please, pixelated.
If we didn't care at that point, we were just like, put this shit out. Just put it out.
Well, we didn't have the quality. The quality wasn't there. All we could get was a video that was like 240 or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to us, the quality was top notch because at that time, that's all we knew. No one ever thought that, bitch, I could literally see every pore on your face.
Right. Now we want clear, crisp cameras. Crisp.
Yeah.
So get into this crispiness. You know, we just got the stimulus just came through. What?
Oh yeah, Miss Stimmy. Everybody been waiting on Miss Stimmy.
Everybody wait on Miss Stimmy. So
not everybody. Not everybody. I actually have a few friends that haven't gotten it yet. One of my friends actually told me she's still waiting on the first 1400.
Ooh. So, you know, I just tell people, see, with the stimulus check, you know, especially for the artists out there, you know, don't go run and just buy a whole bunch of shoes, a whole bunch of clothes. You know, buy something that you can invest in yourself. You know, buy something that you could do a little quick, cute, and then do something that you can use. Also use the money to help you invest in yourself and also save. And, you know, we are in the entertainment business as dancers and choreographers. And, you know, with the dancers, they are not good with saving money. I remember when I had did this job and I had got like $5,000 for the job. And my agent was like, save your money. I was like, do you know who you talking to? The number one hustler? You think I'm going to get $5,000 and blow it off? Hell no. I'm going to double it. So now with this stimulus check, I hope that people have learned from the first time that when you get a $1,400 check, that don't mean that you are rich. That means you have $1,400. What you gonna do with it?
Well, I'll say this: the first time we got the stimulus, we weren't out of work that long just yet. A lot of people were still working. So people felt rich because bills were still already paid. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was really lacking on nothing. And for the people who was already behind, they just caught up. So
Mm.
everybody else at that moment, but now bitches like I'm 6 months late on rent. My car insurance ain't been paid, bitch. I done built a bunch of like you know what I'm saying? Bitches have bills right now. So
True.
ain't too many people. A lot of people just I feel like they're more in a space of ooh, I'm just feeling comfortable again. You know,
Mm.
having this money. Yeah, there's no definitely people, but and then too, like you said, investments, like investments, investing
Right.
in an LLC or you know what I'm saying, a business, which those things don't cost as much as you think they do.
Right.
Starting off, you know what I'm saying, when you actually go into it and actually see, it's like, damn, only to get this or to get my EIN number is this much. You know what I'm saying? Like so, but I do understand why a lot of people don't go into that because if you go into a business format and start a business, that business has to be your baby. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you're starting to invest. And a lot of people, they don't have anything that they're really, especially dancers. You have to have something that you're sticking to, and you know that this is something you want to stick to for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 plus years. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Versus, oh, I have a great idea today. Now let me turn this into a business. I do understand why a lot of, you know, creatives, dancers, they don't go into the LLC or getting some trademark route because they're not consistent on, well, is this my life? Am
Mm-hmm.
I going to be, do I really see myself doing this specific thing that I have, you know, a love for or a gift for right now,
Mm-hmm.
10, 20 years from now, not even 5 years from now, a year from now. Some of them can't even see them doing the same thing a year from now. They're
Right.
like, well, I don't even know if I'm going to still enjoy this. I'm just great at it and it's making me money now or I like it. So I do think if you do go into it, don't go into it not knowing that this is something that you really want to do and invest in. Because when it comes to investing in a business, there's two sides. And depending on how your business goes, you experience both sides at different times of your business life. It's
Yes.
like, oh, when I started, I was here. And
Right.
then I don't know what happened. Now I'm here. And
Right.
then I'm in the middle. And then now I'm skyrocketing. And you know what I'm saying? You just never know. But you have to be
Right.
ready for those ups and downs. Any industry, entertainment too.
Right.
Like a lot of these artists, they thought that they, you know, their money was
Mm.
tours and shows and shit like that. All that shit was gone. So they're looking around. That's why so many artists was getting OnlyFans. It's like, bitch, I don't have no word. There
Right.
are no casting calls. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
That's a
let me
lot.
give me an OnlyFans.
That says a lot about these artists that be bling blinging and all of this and messing up people's mind because you know these music videos, these artists who be having all this bling bling bling, they be renting it. They don't even own it. You know, with the watching all of that. That's why I said that this pandemic has definitely affected everybody. You know what I mean? And you're right. You know, they're not getting that tour money because and some of these rappers ain't even writing their own music, so they're not getting the writer money. You know what I mean? So like, and that radio play
Yeah.
that always mean that goes into their pockets. So yeah, I definitely have seen artists on this, a lot of artists on OnlyFans. I'm like, wow, our OnlyFans, Patreon, and a few other things that are going on. But as far as like business, like I totally agree with you as far as business because people get a business and all of a sudden they're like, I'm a boss. I'm a CEO because I got an LLC. That don't mean shit. A CEO, a boss, that means you gotta pay people. A boss is a person that takes care of other people too. Your whole entire staff. It's not
Yeah.
about
You got to be a boss or something,
you
not
know,
just your own life.
not just your own life. You know, you gotta pay for the website designer. You gotta pay for the photographer, the video, the this, the that. You know, and you're always paying somebody. I tell people I'm always at the bank. I'm always at the effing bank paying somebody. You know what I mean? And so to me, like, and I pay them on time, and I don't play the games with the money. People who are, you know, people in the entertainment, they want to have a business, want to be a boss, but then they don't want to pay people on time, or they want to pay people like for free. They want people to do shit for free. You ain't a boss if you have everybody doing shit for free. That's not a boss. You know what I mean? A boss is someone that takes care of their business. You know, they're
And
professional
their people.
and their
And they
people.
take care of their people.
They take care of their people. That's what makes you a boss. You stand up for your people. You know, you gotta be able to stand up for yourself and stand up for your people. And you cannot worry about what everybody else think about you. Because as a boss, everybody ain't gonna like you. When you're in the boss position, you're not necessarily in a likable position because you're the one doing the hiring and firing. You're the one who got to be business, and if you got to get ratchet, you know what I mean? You got to be the face of everything. I know for me, like running my business for 10 years, anytime we had a show or anything and something happened, I could be in the best mood and something happened. Everybody run to me, you mean there's something, what's going on? They're looking at me as the leader to come and step up and be that boss. You know what I mean? Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can just boss and step in the front and be like, this is what it is. So if you're gonna have a business, if you're gonna be a boss, if you're gonna be a CEO, you gotta be able to take everything. You gotta be able to take people praising you and then people talking shit about you, because you cannot please everybody, but you can be fair. I always say, as a boss, you can be fair, but you cannot expect everybody to like you. So that's why it's difficult sometimes for artists to be business people and the artists, because you're dealing with people from the behind the scenes, and you have this certain type of image of being professional, and then when you get in front of the camera, you're more vulnerable. You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of artists have difficulties with being a boss and being an artist, because you got to be able to be bold, you got to be able to be cold, you got to be on your shit. And then you got to be able to be creative and vulnerable and all this other kind of shit. You know what I mean? So
it's hard to be emotional and do business, because business knows no emotion.
Business no emotion, right? However,
they don't know no emotion at all. Business is like, oh, that's cute, but these bills are due, so everything's getting cut off, and we're coming to take your car.
Right.
You can cry as we're driving it out your lot, but like business sees no emotion, So as an artist, we're already emotional about our art. So when you push business into that, it's like you know what I'm saying? We take it just the same. When some things are business, that's why I tell girls, it's like, oh, girl, just because you go to the audition and just because you fit all the requirements, you still might not be the girl that day.
It might not be the girl. And then they probably want me to tell you why. And you just sitting there wondering, why they did not pick me?
You can tell you, girl, when have you gotten feedback at an audition? Maybe a few times, probably. Girl, we don't have time. First of all, we about to go on tour. We got 5 weeks to get these hoes together and ready to ship these hoes out to fucking Texas and all over the place in the United States. I don't have time to sit here and all right, so sweetheart, let me tell you now, you could have smiled. Girl, I don't have time to tell you all that, bitch. I have a job to do. I got FOMO motherfuckers I need to find, or I'm getting fired. So I'm not worried about you, girl. You go figure it out. Go ask your friends to be up here. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can't care, girl. You can do everything right. And you know what? The artist just said, I like that girl, the girl that stumbled and fucked up all the choreography, but it's something about her personality I love.
Personality that, yes, I will pick a bitch that.
And now she got the job.
And now she got the job because she, like you said, she has something else, or he has something else in him that lets you know that they are a star. And that's the one thing I'd be telling students in my classes. Like, if you mess up, like, don't let that distract you, because I'm gonna look at how you recover. Because I know that if you're on stage with this high-end artist, and if you fuck up or mess up or whatever, you're not going to be like, oh my God, I messed up. Oh my God. No, you're going to be like, so what? Pose, bitch. You didn't even notice that shit. That was part of the dance. You know what I mean? That was a part of the performance. My mess up was a part of the performance. And not everybody had.
It's like, who messed up? It's like, no, all y'all messed up, bitch. I was on.
Oh, y'all messed up. I was on time. I just gave y'all a little extra fluid up in there. You know what I mean? So yeah. So
I'm gonna tell you, at an audition, I was definitely the one, because when it came to choreo, I was never the best at picking up choreo per se, and then having to perform it. But adrenaline would kick in. But I know one thing, bitch. If I missed some shit on the choreo, baby, I'm gonna wear you out on this freestyle. That's what booked me a lot of jobs, because they was like, well, if you get time, we know you can get the choreo, so we're not worried about that. But you just slayed everybody on this freestyle,
right?
Like, that's the moment people need to see performers. Now, sometimes they're like, well, you know what? We need you to be nice and clean. And I'm like, look, I get it, girl. My arms was bent, the arm head wasn't right. I get it. Like, girl, sometimes I get it. Like certain people, they want a certain type of thing. But then you have other people, it's like you were clean, but you were boring. Everything you did was right. Every move, every line was perfect, but you were boring.
Look at the choreographers right now that
You
we
said
know.
what?
Look at the choreographers right now, or creative directors that we know, that we came up with. They were not the best dancers in class. They weren't. Like, to really think about it, they were sloppy, they were all over the place, and now look at the position that they're in. You know what I'm saying? So it really matters, like, how you carry yourself and how you feel about yourself. I know for me with auditioning, I got the choreography, bitch. But my intro was always explosive because I'm explosive. And then if I fucked up on my choreography, I gave them a head whip or a split or a head top. And messed up that and tore up. I don't say mess. I ain't mess up nothing, but tore up that freestyle. You know what I mean? To make it memorable. You know how are you?
Oh yeah, that's you was gonna remember me.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna make you forget I fucked up because everything else after that fuck up was about to give you life. So you was gonna be like, wait, he messed up? Like, yeah, he bombed like half of the choreo.
Right.
I don't even remember exactly because I captivated your ass with this freestyle magic.
Freestyle magic. So that's the thing we want to tell these artists out there who's independent in the pandemic, trying to figure out how they're gonna connect with their audience or gain more followers. I think the main thing to focus on is continuing to produce your work. You know what I mean? Keep putting your work out there and don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Just create your content and put it out and protect your work too. I'm all about protecting your work. Choreographers.
Doja Cat's been out since 2013, maybe a little bit before.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh no, Doja Cat. Remember that song? You make me so high. You make me so high. Remember that song?
That sounds familiar. I gotta
hear.
You
get me so high. You get me so high. Remember that song?
That's her.
That's Doja Cat.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Exactly. A lot of people don't realize, like, Doja Cat has albums. Tanashi was the same way. Doja Cat was making music at like 14, 15 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Tanashi. She was making music like 14, 15 years old, producing her own music videos, writing her own content. She had like 2 independent albums before 2 On came out, or probably a 3 actually. Same thing. If you go back, look up Doja got so much music and a lot of stuff has been taken down. She got so much music. She's been putting out music for a very long time. It just now took for people to recognize her.
Recognize it.
And you know what did it? She said it. She put out something that was stupid. She was like that. Remember, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm like that. That's what got her all of this. She was like, I just put out a dumb song just to see what was going to happen.
The simple things, that simple, sometimes dumb shit be the one. You know what
and
I mean?
That shit blew up like everywhere. People dressing in cow suits, recreating the video. And she literally did it as a joke. Because she was like, I'm going to just make a stupid song and put it out there and see what happens.
Right. Look at her now. So shout out to all them artists that did their thing at Grammys. Shout out to all the choreographers. Our boy Jacquel, do your thing. Let him do his thing.
Fatima.
The legend. Asia. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. Asian Ed. I know she did the Cardi B.
Yes.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody. Go to Talent, Clear, block all the agencies. The thing some dancers are still able to work during this pandemic. And everybody else, just keep putting your work out there. Just keep putting your work out there. Keep being your unique self. And come back and watch the Red Light Special Live Talk Show on every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? 6 to 9. 6 to 9. That means 6 o'clock PST and 9 o'clock EST. That means at 6 to 9.
Yes.
All right, but well, you know what? Thank you so much for coming today. I enjoyed chatting.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming and enjoying the show with us.
Yes.
Please return next week. and give us some feedbacks if y'all can in the comments. Be like, or some things y'all might want to see us talk about. I think that'll be fun.
Oh
Some
yeah.
things like, the audience, what y'all want to see us talk about possibly, because there's so much crap going on these days. So it's always something to find to talk about.
Something always to talk about. And we here for y'all.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for next week. Thank you, Apollo. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, love you. See you too, boo.
Love you too.
All right, audience. Y'all be good.
All right. Okay, y'all heard it over here, the Real Life Special Live Talk Show. I'm your host, Yamina LaJohn. Shout out to Apollo Sadiq, aka Ghetto Stiletto. Also, shout out to our girl Trina Be Real, who will be back next week. You can catch me at YaminaLaJohn.com. You can follow us, Apollo Sadiq. You can follow Yamina LaJohn. You have it down here, Apollo Sadiq. You can follow. You can also follow myself, Yamina. Other than that, I'm going to stay here looking cute and all of them things. All right. So thank y'all for coming in. Ciao.